Hello everybody, my name is Deanna Gestrin and I'm a First Nations woman in my mid-40s with shoulder-length black curly hair, and I'm wearing an orange shirt that says "Every Child Matters." I am a new intern with VocalEye Descriptive Arts, and I'm really happy to be here to talk to you a little bit about truth and reconciliation. I want to let you know that truth and reconciliation efforts are not to address problems of the past. For me, they are really about addressing current problems. We want to acknowledge the past, but currently people in the First Nations communities are struggling with the effects that the residential school system had on families, had on trust and family dynamics, upbringing for children, and connection with Canada as a whole, but also within their own communities. There's a real disconnect and a divide that happened because of that system. And for me personally, my mother and my grandfather went to residential school. And when I think about that, and when I go to the school to be on those grounds, I think about how afraid they must have felt, and how disconnected they must have felt to be taken away from their families and to be taught things about their families that were, number one, untrue, and number two, really not supportive of building connection or continuing connection within that family grouping. So I think it's really important that as a society, we are looking at this history and we are looking at ways to move forward, to redevelop the relationships that First Nations and Indigenous people in Canada have with the rest of the community. This is a marginalized group of people, and I think we have a real responsibility as Canadians to support the people who have been hurting for 7 generations. So what does 7 generations really look like? It means that the Indigenous people in our country have not been removed from residential school, any of them, at any point in their life. For 7 generations, people have come through that school system. All Indigenous people are related to people who came from the residential school system. That represents many years of trauma and mistrust and a breakdown of culture and family systems. The impact is enormous. And as a Canadian, I look at that as an opportunity for me to say, okay, now I know to do better. I want to be aware. I want to look for opportunities to be proactive and take action, maybe through conversation, maybe through donation, maybe through, some kind of political involvement. I think there are a lot of ways to show up for First Nations people at this time. When a family member is hurt or harmed, the community rushes in to protect. And I feel as a Canadian and as a mixed heritage Canadian that I have a responsibility in that same way to kind of protect, to really hold close the values of these people and try to honor moving forward to do things in a different way. Thank you for having me here today, VocalEye. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to work with your organization. And I just want to wish everybody well this evening, all my relations.